Counting double-digit thousands.
The consensus greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, was a great dunker, slasher, post player, mid-range shooter, and defender. But he was a poor three-point shooter by modern standards, which is something that pundits today often ignore. Seeing as this channel focuses on shooting, let's analyze his three-point shooting stats and see if he deserves criticism or praise for his shooting from range. Jordan was a career 32.7% three-point shooter, which is not a great number compared to players today. LeBron, the best player of our generation, sits at 34.2% for his career. Steph Curry, who is the best shooter we've ever seen, sits at 43.8%, which is more than 10 percentage points higher than Jordan. However, Jordan's percentage is still better than the worst volume three-point shooters of the current day, like Russell Westbrook, who sits at 31.3% for his career. But three-point shooting in the NBA has improved greatly since Jordan played. When Jordan finished his rookie season in 1985, the NBA shot just 28.2% from three. When he played his final season for the Wizards in 2003, the NBA shot 34.9% as a whole, and this season the NBA average for threes was 35.8%. Let's look at Jordan's shooting year by year and analyze his percentages to see where he fits in the old NBA and how he would fit in today's three-point heavy NBA. You should notice that there are 2 years where Jordan shot an elite percentage from three. 1995, where he shot 50%, and 1996, where he shot 42.7%. This can be explained in two ways. In 95, Jordan played only 17 games after he returned from his not-so-successful stint on the baseball field.
The star of the day, the world's greatest basketball player, trying to make it in the major leagues as a big league ball player, Michael Jordan Wright.
That means the 50% three-point shooting in 95 is taken from a small sample size of games. On top of that, in those 2 seasons, the NBA had made a significant rule change. They actually shortened the three-point line from 23 feet and 9 inches at the top of the line to a uniform 22 feet around the entire basket. They did this to increase scoring. Every three-pointer shot during those seasons was the equivalent of a corner three in today's NBA. The lower level of difficulty for threes during those seasons is reflected by the league's percentages as a whole. Before the NBA introduced this change in 1993, the NBA shot 33.3% from three. Over the 3 seasons with a shorter three-point line, the league shot 35.9%, 36.7%, and 36.0%. Then, when the NBA changed the three-point line back to the standard 23 feet and 9 inches in 1997, the percentage dropped back down to 34.6%. So what does this mean in the bigger picture? It shows that Jordan's career percentage is slightly inflated, given that he shot more threes during those seasons and at a higher percentage than the rest of his career. Also, Jordan played 2 years for the Wizards at the age of 40 and 41. During those 2 seasons, he shot only 24.1% from three. If we only take into consideration his years in Chicago, he actually shot 33.2% from three in his career. So, comparing 33.2% to today's numbers, where the league average is 35.8%, suggests that Jordan was a below-average three-point shooter. But let's practice some relativism and hold him to the standards of the times when he actually played. The league average three-point percentage over his playing days in Chicago was about 33%, which means that he shot around the league average during his career. He also improved greatly from three after his first 4 seasons, so during the prime of his career, he was actually an above-average three-point shooter. In conclusion, it isn't fair to condemn Jordan for his three-point numbers, because he was above average when he played. Players like LeBron and Westbrook are great, but they shoot well below the league average for today's NBA, which is the standard that we hold them to. So yes, if Jordan played today, he would be considered a liability in terms of spacing, much like Westbrook is. But his physical and post dominance would still shine through. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe now to see more videos like this, and click the links to see similar videos.